Hello, and welcome back to Mega Man 2. We are on the second to last Wily stage, and this is the one that has that dreaded Crash Bomb based boss. So let's hop to it. Get it? Because I jumped right as I said hop to it. aren't I so clever and funny? I'm not. That was like a Ben level pun, which anyone watching this who knows who Ben is, i.e. Ben or Ezra most likely, will probably agree with me on that one. We did not use too much of that, because we're going to need item 1 for that god-awful boss that I have been mentioning and dreading the entire time we've been doing Wily stages, and I think you guys will see why. It's very poorly designed, and that's pretty unanimous, I think. So, in essence, we have 7 crash bombs that we can fire off with a full meter, right? There are a whole bunch of little, like, dome things that we need to shoot, 5 in total, and a whole bunch of walls that block them off. So, essentially, we have enough crash bombs for 2 walls and then all 5 of the domes, which means we need to do tricky stuff with item 1 to get into proper position to hit things, and the whole fight is just a mess, and if you die, you're screwed, because the walls that you've destroyed will stay, but you don't have any really safe opportunities to try and farm more weapon energy. So it's pretty nasty. Also, the reason I paused here is there is a dick move transparent floor. Basically, these last like 2 tiles there that I'm jumping over top of, which, you have absolutely no indication of. There isn't a way you could figure that out for yourself. It's just pretty terrible. And when I ran this through the previous time, that 100% killed me. Because, again, there's nothing to indicate to you that those spikes would be there. You kind of just have to assume that, okay, they're going to be mean and nasty about this, and since I got this far safely, I should just jump the last bit. Like, that's really all you can do in the way of avoiding those spikes, unless you fall through and die on them. And so now we're gonna have a bit of, actually, let me switch to Metal Blade up here, because these next few screens have to do with these sorts of puzzles, where we've got these lifts that move around while these guys try and give us a hard time. So I wanted to switch to Metal Blade because I need something that can attack in multiple directions, because these are tricky few screens. And up here, yeah, unfortunately you guys are getting a little bit of a filtered experience here, because as I mentioned last episode, I had some issues and I had to go back and redo this and the previous episode. There was a lot more salt, and things were going there was a lot more salt, and things were not going nearly this well the last time I did this. So, for those of you who enjoy watching me suffer through some of these experiences, I'm sorry that you got denied that. But, for those who would rather just see a competent run-through, hey! I think I'm doing pretty good. Alright. And then, so these big ol' hoppy guys that have plagued me eternally, finally figured out you can kill them with the air shooter, and then the Sniper Joes go down pretty quickly to quick boomerangs. Oh. Haha! So, that problem has been solved. There are, like, I figured out these, and I just did this by trial and error the last time that I got this far. But the, oh god, air shooter and the heat ray are the things that can kill those guys. And we're gonna need to use an energy tank, because I really don't want to die on this boss and have to redo it. Okay, so here's the issue. Oh god, this is gonna capture terribly, I can already tell. I forgot this boss fight has some major issues. Just because of how it's designed and how everything runs. It's pretty... Oh, screw you. Okay, need that to run out. I hate that you have to just wait for those to run out. It's pretty crappy. Okay, and then we've got 2 more. Oh. What? Okay. Whew! I was freaking out for a second there, because I thought we weren't going to be able to finish this. Okay! Whew! We got it in 1 run. I'm really friggin' glad that I used that energy tank, because otherwise we definitely would have died and would have been screwed. I honestly might have considered just restarting and hand-waving it at that point, which isn't something I actually want to do, but the other option would have been to just burn through the remaining... Let's see, how many do we have? The other option would have been to burn through the remaining 5 lives to just completely respawn with full ammo, or try to farm those little cylindrical guys, which is not a great prospect because things just fall through the ladder right there. But we did it, so none of that matters. And we are at the boss rush, so next episode will be boss rush and Dr. Wily, I believe. So thank you very much for joining me once again, and look forward to the finale tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.